Hello guys! Last minutes of the class are just as important as first ones. Closing activities help students and teachers to reflect and tie up learned concepts and to give a continuity in future lessons. Want to get a few examples on how to do it? Today, I'll share with you 3 ideas for activities to close a lesson. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and to click on the bell to never miss one of our videos. This traditional game is ideal when you have seen vocabulary during the class and you want them to practice it. Ask students to write down some categories. Let's say you saw some animals and verbs during the class. You select then animal, action, and place for categories. Provide a letter from the alphabet. First person to write an animal, action, and place with that letter will scream "Stop!" and everyone else will have to stop writing.
Aww.
You can check a couple of examples from the people that finished. If you wanted to make the game more difficult, you can ask your students to make a sentence with the words they wrote. It can be with a specific grammar tense they saw in class or any they want. You decide. This is a reflective activity very similar to an exit ticket or slip. An exit ticket is a brief activity that students complete at the close of class. Exit tickets give the teacher a quick way to evaluate what students have learned that day and who might still need some extra support. For on-site lessons, you can ask students to draw a stoplight or provide them with a picture of it. For online lessons, you can facilitate a space like Padlet, where the students can share their answers in the different colors from a stoplight. For the green light, you will ask your students to write down something they already knew about the lesson's topic. For example, I already knew some of the verbs that we used today. For the yellow light, they will have to write about something they learned that day. For example, I learned how to give and take advice. And for the red light, they will write something they found difficult and not so clear yet about the lesson's topic. For example, I'm still confused with the difference between may and might. This will help you as a teacher on how to continue your future lessons to solve the different doubts. This is a fun and exciting activity that you may know but sometimes forget as a closing activity for a lesson. For on-site lessons, you pick an object like a ball, a pencil case, the board eraser, or whatever you have in the classroom and pass it around a circle. For online lessons, you can simply use a random name picker online, like MiniWebTool, and enter the name of your students to get one of them randomly each time you click. Either if you were the one that created the questions or your students created them, the person that ends up with the ball or with his or her name on the random picker will have to answer a question related to the content or the day as a whole. You decide. Those were some of the closing activities you can make, but I'd love to hear if you know more. Please share them in the comment section. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Thanks so much for watching it and stay tuned. Funny things are coming soon.